All right. Rings. From broadcasting here. All right. All right. I mean, yeah, I've been posting the comedy videos. I don't know if people like them or not. I think some people do. Need something different. I'm also just testing the waters out, so giving myself a break for once. It shows how shadow banned my channel is, or I'm trying to like unshadow ban it. Of course, having an alien on there is not always helpful. A scary alien. But it's a good, at least it's good entertainment for those that need something different. And it is part of disclosure. It's also giving me um, some, just not going into all the details of, I guess you can say how mind control works. Not necessarily on my channel, but certain keywords, even like celebrities. How real are these celebrities? I mean, I probably talked about this here and there, but I'm kind of seeing it more. You just can't think of everything or concentrate on everything. But like some of these celebrities are kind of like holographic people, and they're set up like Britney Spears, for example, and like program with certain keywords that the people are programmed to. I mean, people can break out. There's all different versions of mind control, but there's some that are deeply, built into it. You know, so and some people don't like change too. They're going through their internal drama and everything. So it's just different stages of growth, of course. The newer souls are easier to mess with, you know, because they're just not used to all this. And once again, it's growth. It's like the kindergarten of mind control. As you get older, it's harder to control you. There's going to be some form of it, but it's not as weaponized. Like, for example, like Trump would do like an F bomb on, it doesn't, things don't phase you as much as it does other people. Let's put it that way. So if it doesn't phase you, you're most likely outside of the system to some level. You're not like the war and all that. It's all just a light show, basically. Obviously, when you're over there, it's a different story. But for the rest of us, it's just more games. So anyway, yeah, and the alien videos are just, and those are disclosure too, and also attracting new audience if my channel is even allowed to do that. you know, if my channel is even allowed to have any kind of error instead of just the life is sucked out of it completely. Jeez. Yeah, I thought the Area 51 one was pretty funny. It's goofy. It's not doing as well as I thought it would, though. But I guess people are on to other things. But anyway, it might be a slow burn. So anyway, all right. This will continue on, of course, and I'll do a regular live video tomorrow. I just won't do them as much. Like I said, I'm testing things out, see where these little alien videos go, and see how far I want to take it. So that's the deal behind that. All right. The regular live videos, won't be more sporadic, at least for right now. I've kind of said everything anyway. People get tired of hearing from me anyway. I need a break also. So anyway, all right. Thank you for posting your questions. This is a webinar. Crystal, I feel like my mom's energy still lingers around even though I revoked her contract. Any messages? Expel her energy completely. It's kind of hard to do that. Yeah, just as best you can. Also feels like she's just observing. There's some things you just can't get rid of. I mean, she's lingering. She's warning. So take it for whatever that is. I mean, as long as she's not interfering, yeah, just tell her to leave and all that, and do everything you feel like you need to. But there's some things it has to run its course. So, but just know that you are protected and you're on your path and everything. Question 2. Any messages? Just say unicorn energy. You're just slowly coming into your power. And mother energy is that's lessons for you. Yeah, I can say you are in control. I mean, it seems like you're looking into her frequency. Obviously, you're showing her how it's done. Angel Lori, any messages from Archangel Metatron or Joseph L for me? um, let's see. Metatron says you're one of his or hers. I guess he takes different genders. You're his brightest student, one of them. He also tests him also. What with your own life experiences? Because you want to, I feel like you're helping rehabilitate him because he has his own issues there. So sometimes you have to go through ordeals for him to see anything from your perspective. So you're teaching him. Question 2. I use my divinity or rods. They confirm that the dragon has returned to the 3D from the 12D above. What do you feel about that? So yeah, but making an appearance is not exactly the highest possibility, but you never know. I mean, you might see a dragon, but others might not see it. It's probably your sole purpose to bring the dragon forward. So it feels like you're healing your inner angel. There's been a lot of wounds there from past lives. You're still clearing out angelic wars. Fallen angels. I don't think you were a fallen angel. Maybe you were, but I don't think you were. Either way, whatever you feel on that. But I feel like you definitely knew several fallen angels that are here. It's one of the reasons why you're here. Andrew, any messages about the infection in my kidneys? Just drink water. You're also very, fragile here, as you can see. It's that zeta energy. So it might have to be a specific kind of like some of that cleaner water. If that'll help. And whatever else you feel like quits the kidneys, but definitely water. Like purified water or something like that. Follow your feelings on that. Any messages? Yeah, I'm not a doctor. Any messages from the mantis? It feels like you have an allergic reaction to this reality. You're also maturing with it too, so your body's changing. And you're just feeling the emotional strain people are going through. So you can release that from your energy field. Jane, the rains have been extinguished. 50-acre wildfire. Wow, jeez, yeah. Yesterday after the rain, we had 40-minute continuous rolling thunder. It felt celebratory. Are any messages concerning unusual thunder? I think also it has to do with what's going on in Israel, kind of the outrage, at least with the fire. Necessarily cleansing. Well, humanity is making a slight upgrade. The thunder is just to, in some ways, to keep people out of certain area, or just to stay indoors, or it's just the gods are talking. You can say technically yes. Some of that's alien invented thunder. Question two: any other messages concerning the fire? There's a lot of Palladian energies there to soften the blow, but it feels like it's Mother Earth cleansing her energy. I mean, of course, Mother Earth is frustrated with humanity, but what's new there, right? So she's just doing an inner cleanse for herself. It's like she's going through a shower, and the thunder is kind of like it's almost like acupuncture in some ways. Static acupuncture, you feel that out. It's part of her release. She doesn't want people to suffer here, but she knows they have to go through their path. Yeah, if you can only imagine what Mother Earth is going through here. Once this world does its cycle, this is when Mother Earth is. It's not something you just clear your energy of in one day. Yeah, of course, this will probably go on for a lot longer than she expected. Annie, this past weekend I did a distant Reiki session. I felt the galactics can't tell which ones are there. Of course, Palladian and Feline, Lyran energy combining, and also insectoids, clearing out karma from that person, old karmic ties. There's some Anunnaki there. That's why they're going through the challenges in life. That person was kind of selfish in past life. Question two: any messages from Archangel Michael? Just think how you're balancing your energy field, and I think you're at the school. The kids is like, of course, the teaching part of yourself, but also, your what's it go? You're connected to your inner child. Funny. You're like a female Jesus. I don't hear that very often. I don't hear that one like ever. And, you know, that's a new one. Geez, that's for the You probably feel that connection to Yeshua, right? Yeah, you definitely have. He's definitely there with you. That's for damn sure. So yeah. Hopefully that helps out a lot. Bobby, any messages from future self or future in general? Hmm. Interesting. I feel like you are a general. Sounds funny though, but not really. But galactic general, galactic leader on some Syrian star system. I guess that's why I feel kind of alone here. You feel out of place because you should technically be leading your squad. Not that you're a typical squad, but you know, it's not mercenaries or anything. But it's more like, yeah, you just came here to become a better spiritual teacher. For your galactics on the other side. You might actually be able to tap into that. Yeah, I just got an indication of that. Yeah. Yeah, you're kind of like you took like you have like archangel wings. We'll just use that for example. You put them to the side, and you're here to do some homework. You know what I mean? You're in the classroom of this world, taking notes and whatever else. You can look at however you want, but you really kind of put a lot to the side to be here to make you a better guardian angel, you can say, which is cool, actually. Yeah, you definitely have guardian angel frequencies for sure. That's cool. Damn, that's really cool. Question two: science says no cure for me. Just a big build up. Hey, geez, starting to what was up? Having my body feels safe. It just never ends. Any um, well, I think you're yeah. Take this for whatever it is. I feel like you are unlocking yourself. You're unlocking your misery, or mystery. I felt said misery, but that's probably that too. But yeah, I think you're in the winding road of becoming more of who you are. So at least know more of your identity. The science, you gave that a shot, yeah, which is actually I think that's a good idea. I did that. But you gotta try all avenues, right? To some level. It just shows that this world's limited, boss. So I feel like you're here to unlock yourself, your inner self, inner knowledge. Let you connect with that. Cloud waterfall. What is my latest work ID arrive? When? Can at least get in August. I get September when you say that, but hopefully sooner. Yeah, put the energy out there for now. At least, yeah, I would put the energy out there for July. See what happens with that. Um, August is okay. I think July is better. Isn't that a better day for you? Or a better month? But dude, you'll be okay no matter what. At least that's my feel. Like I say, we gotta do all your checks and balances with your attorney. Um, that everything will be okay. Question two is selling what shrooms or cannabis to people I meet at the tiny community work. Um, bring it up to Annie. I don't know who Annie is. I think Annie will be okay. Yeah, as long as it's covert, like extremely covert. You know what's funny? I feel like shrooms works better than cannabis. Cannabis is okay. I feel like shrooms is a better, probably already know that's a better seller. Yeah, yeah. Of course, it's probably anyway. I'm not going into details. You know the situation on that. But Annie seems to be decent. But just remember to keep yourself covered. Jillian, what is the name of my Zeta guide? Any messages? I get like uh what was that? Well, first one I got from him was like Rooster, but Rooster Gold, whatever. I do get like more like Zod. ZOD Zod. Zod. You can call him Roosters, whatever, but Roosters I think is more of a yeah, I got some funny thing there. Question two. Right now I'm having a nice little party at home with beautiful crazy survivor game players on planets. Hell Realm begins here. Did they like the food and the fire outside dancing? Oh, of course. This is well, it's mostly for yourself. Well, that you're helping others, that's good. It doesn't mean you have to do this often, but I think it's mostly good for you in the long run. Feel like you're giving back to society, you're sharing your talent, your knowledge, healing the dark side, you can say. Yeah, Dark Vader had a party. Or dark mistress or whatever you want to call it. Almost feel like, yeah, you're similar to that in some ways. Maybe not exactly, but I think you have the idea of that. Not exactly, but there's some similarities. Yeah, definitely not exactly. Dark mistress or something like that. It's all good. Um, Sarah, personal message from the new moon in Cancer. How it'll impact my life. Um, it does seem like there is some darkness still to release, but don't feel don't panic. Just rest. Yeah, it almost feels a little bit turbulent in some ways, but you call in some it's up to you, like frog energies. Frog has a good frequency, healthy, clean energy to help you balance. It's just you're releasing. I feel like you're releasing an assassin's energy. Someone assassinated you. Ouch, yeah. It's pretty heavy. Question two, personal message for my guides, where my life health are going at this time into the future. I feel like a lot we're going through is like a past life. And I don't know if this was mentioned to you before, but it's like we went through being poisoned in a previous life. You're kind of going through that now. So you gotta release that big time. You have to release the poison from another lifetime because it's kind of the memory of it's kind of still lingering with you. Well, it took the life out of you, so just know you can get through it. And I feel a venom energy there. Just know that you're gonna be okay. Just don't panic. Just clear your energy. I'm releasing backstabbing energies and just rest. Just rest. This is major trauma. Well, because you felt like you're on top of the world and then everything got taken away, as you probably know what that means. Yeah. So yeah, when you feel like you're a queen of the planet and everything goes away. But it also helps to become more humble and grounded. So you kind of needed it in some ways. It's kind of like cutting a tree down. Yeah, it hurts, but you're regrow. You're in the regrowth process. Yeah, it's definitely harsh. Asmani, is there a past life in my past I haven't explored yet? Oh, interesting. I feel like I'll just tell you, I feel like you're a female model in the past. Uh, and I'll just tell you what I'm getting. Yeah, you also were a trophy wife, Greek time period. And it feels like you didn't know it at the time. Um, but that's what it was kind of turned into. And didn't really care much for it. You didn't really realize that that was your role. So I feel like yeah, it's like you're kind of married to like a male model, like like ancient Greek times. Yeah, you felt kind of used and felt like an object where he was. I think he was into other male energies. Yeah, he was into more his own gender stuff. He felt kind of left out in the cold because of him, because he thought there was really something there, and there was, but he kind of, yeah, jeez. Question 2, do you have any special messages from Arcturians? Yeah, it's good to release that Greek incarnation in life, yeah. And even there, like, he almost felt poison. I don't know if he tried to poison. I don't think he did, but he felt kind of like everything kind of made you sick in that life because you just felt kind of disgusted by it all. Yeah, this is how the world is. Yeah, you had like your illusion of how life is bursted, and you saw the world for what it really was. And you see it now, but even now, it's still kind of like, wow, is this world really that bad? Is it really that way? So you don't have to go into all the details of that. Just know that you're on the right path. DJ, whenever I let my dog Ringley outside, he stares into the sky and barks. Oh, interesting. Recently, he's been more aggravated, unusual indoors. I wonder what he's picking up on. Well, I do feel reptilian energies, and you have a lot of Zeta energies. Zetas are okay. Um, they're just weird. I feel like there's reptilian energies out. I mean, the reptilian is not exactly. You're just being watched, not in a negative way, but yeah, you can tell the reptilian. I don't know if the reptilian's going to leave. Is this observing? Yeah, and the grays are just kind of. I feel like those are more friends. You feel that the reptilian is just keeping an eye on your progress, seeing if you're going to alter their reality or trying to mess with it. Not that you are, but yeah, you can clear the energy, but it feels like it's still going to be there for now, at least. Um, I'm connecting to ninth dimension and focus on integrity. Integrate my past life. Priest energy, new moon energy tonight seems like an opportunity to open a new phase or of spiritual service. What do you see around this shift? Um, wait a minute. I feel like you're releasing some negative Palladian energy. It comes from the time of Atlantis where they got corrupted here, and they felt like they're on the right path, but they became kind of religious, and I think that's what started your religious path. Well, they became I get the word sacrilegious, almost sound. I'll just tell you what I'm getting. Like Jesus loving. They put a lot of these are Palladians, put their energy into even Jesus itself, because it's like a vessel that can receive. But also, I feel like Jesus had too much power, and that's why he had to go. Like, it almost violated reality because of what he was capable of. And think of like yourself as integrating your own power and, doing the right way. I never really saw that before. Jesus was basically kind of weaponized in some ways. No, not to harm people, but obviously, it was a little much for people back then. And I would almost feel it sounds crazy saying it's like he was given too much power. I mean, he could receive it, he was capable of it, but you know how the world is. So, because it had repercussions, religion take it over and mess with it. No, it's all twisted. So, take it for it. So yeah, you're healing your devotion to to the religions and bringing more power back to yourself. It's kind of deep when you think about it. Jeez. Yeah. Just whatever you feel on that, just dive in. Pasco, any messages for my guides? It does seem like your energy feels like it is stuck in traffic. You can tell yourself to get out of that traffic so you can see yourself more. The clutter of society and so on. Yeah. Or get a car wash. Question two, any messages from the Men in Black? You actually have friends with them, the good ones. Not that you're trying to bring any of them to the light or anything. It's just that you have a good rapport with them. It's just, even they're amazed the world is the way it is. And it can get very challenging for them. So you're on the right track. You're on the right track for that one. I think they're kind of stopping me from saying anymore. uh, Esmeralda, any change with Sergio coming back? Probably not anytime soon. Only for to see the kids. Um, every once in a while, you'll see a human side of him. He feels very robotic. Yeah, he's trapped in his own matrix, his own failures. So, at least you have some kind of connection with him, right? He feels like he's drifting more and more away from himself. Question two, my workout evaluation didn't go as well as I would like. Time to move. Is it time to move on? The job market is kind of terrible right now, but sure, if you want to look around, by all means, you can still make something work. But just be, obviously have your kids and everything, so it's just, job market. But look, for sure, look, figure out what you can do there. You might find something better as long as it looks stable. This is all life lesson stuff. Just speak, just if you're there to make a leap, follow your heart. Um, I think you can find something better, but it might take a couple months. So maybe I think you deserve better. So yeah, and your job feels like it's kind of ran its course. But it's good to explore new things. All right, you're on the right path. So, all right, thank you everyone for posting your questions. I think everything was, yeah, okay, just making sure. Okay, all right, blessings.